Please ignore the spoilers at the top of the screen. Hopefully I'll remember to blank it out, but I'm terrible at that because remember, I was supposed to edit together last week's one. How are you doing, Willem?
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, the whole reason there's spoilers is because I screwed up with a couple of things, but it should be good now. We should be good.
We hope we're good. It might be terrible. We don't know.
Good.
But that's the sort of top-notch coverage you get from us.
Highest quality. Spelt with a K and a W.
We're starting with Chris and Matt and Dan today, so let's have a look at this game.
Well, lots and lots and lots of goblins and rats getting bashed, which isn't a bad thing.
Well, yeah.
So starting off, Chris was just sort of being very defensive, being a bit sort of cagey.
Yeah, I was surprised not to see the troll on the line. I remember I was commentating this game with Alistair. So
yes. That's another thing, by the way. A lot of these games, well, not a lot of them, but several of these games have actually been commentated on or streamed. So
it was always
another
fun.
Perspective.
Yeah, so it was a very fun thing.
So Glart's doing his job.
Yeah. Troll gets...
right, so this was probably the most interesting part of the match.
We were all very confused by this, and bam, knockouts.
Chris puts too much attention towards his troll.
He appoed it, which is a bit of a weird choice, but he thinks it's the right choice. I mean, I get the logic. The second appo is very weird, and he gets punished for it, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It's good to see Glart was doing a good thing.
Yeah, Glart was just clawing around, doing his job. Although, not for the second half. We'll
Spoilers.
Get to that. Spoilers.
But yeah, goblins getting
a lot of this is just goblins getting smacked because that was probably the best part of this match because it's fun.
It's always fun when the goblin gets removed. But this troll spent quite a lot of the time on the ground, and
a surprising amount of time was. Sorry, I didn't get a good.
That was unfortunate.
But yeah, Fireball came in, hit 3 of them, but just didn't do anything.
And then unfortunate one dice.
The one dice re-rolled and then it goes into a stun, which is not
you re-roll the skull.
Great.
You don't re-roll the stun. You don't re-roll the push, but you definitely re-roll the skull.
I think Chris just wanted to get things that you'll see a lot of that. The Minotaur spends a lot of the time smacking that, and then piling on.
Good choice of piling on there. And then he does get KO'd again.
Knockout.
Chris doesn't have to.
I don't know why Chris didn't. I was about to say I don't know why Chris didn't appo that one.
It depends. It's because of how he appoed the first one. He appoed the first one.
Although it doesn't matter because they all came back.
Yeah.
Chris only had one babe, but that still was enough to. Yep. And we see a Skaven Blitzer injure. Just a random hobgoblin. And then, yes, so turn 8.
Glart gets removed.
Glart gets removed by the big angry Minotaur. Minotaur has been doing a lot of work, I must say.
Minotaur's a hit and miss. This one was certainly hit.
Right. Here's the interesting play.
The dream play.
Chris was aiming for the Bull Centaur.
I think he's forgotten how throw works. He might not have been aiming for it, he might have scattered there. But you can't.
You would throw it. You wouldn't throw it in that direction. You would throw it like not diagonal. You'd throw it straight. He was aiming for the Bull Centaur.
You always fall down when you fail when you land on a person, and of course because he had the ball, that was also a turn anyway.
To be honest, so what I think it might have been is he either wanted to injure the Bull Centaur or wanted to get the one turn. I just find it weird.
Yeah.
But yes, dog stunned. Oh wait, it's piling on. By the way, piling on works like so many times during this match. It's incredible.
I mean, yeah. What he's doing, what he's trying to do there is trade big guys, which is better for the higher TV dwarves. Anyway, so that was a badly hurt into Apo into death. So he takes the badly hurt, goes for the pass play, fumbles it, bounces inaccurately. I mean, bear in mind, that was only the first 2 turns all that stuff happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. Nothing much happened after that except rats getting smacked.
Just play it.
This was a bit of a disappointment. There was a chance to get near the ball, however.
Instead, you see a dead rat. Well, hurt rat.
Hurt rat. That's badly hurt. Can't appo it because the appo's gone. Not that you would. And then this. Okay, I get what Daniel was trying to do, but feel like this is maybe not the time to foul.
Well, it's fine because the ball's, as you can see, you can't even see the ball here. Guess where the ball is?
The ball's on the thing. What I'm saying is, stop. He's already dead. More smacks happen.
Martin's just good today. He was just very good. And then piling on.
It doesn't do anything, but it's just like, piling on as well. And then here it is.
Turn 16. And it's good night, Mick.
That is, like, of all the players to lose, that is not the player.
So yeah.
Oh, well, that's very unfortunate.
Pretty damn bloody, I'd say.
Yeah, very one-sided, though. Very one-sided, as these stats do show.
Well, it's one-sided, and you just look at the SPP, the team value difference. It was always going to be one-sided.
Oh, it was always going to be one-sided, and the amount of guard and tackle and block was just not.
And the wizard did bugger all.
But
it was just a game. But yeah, obviously Dundee are an underworld team. Underworld team are the sort of team that need that possession. If the Dundee don't have the ball, they're not going to score unless you're going for 1-turn touchdowns. But you're rarely going for that unless your name's Chris. But lot of running yards, even considering 1-turn touchdown attempts. Yeah. We're going to look at their SPP. We can see Glart Smasher hogged the MVP. I mean, he was the MVP for the Dundee, to be honest.
So, as I was saying, shadowing is the best skill, and you should always take. Sorry, what was that?
He dropped. How far did you lose? When did I lose you?
It basically as I dropped. So armor breaks we were talking about.
Okay, so yeah, we can see. Okay, so looking at the stats, we can see that it was completely one-sided. You can see 18-20 to 10-20. It was one-sided. The wizard failed. Yeah. Look at those armor breaks. Of course, you're expecting that when you're playing goblins against chorfs.
Oh, I didn't show any. The Halfling Master Chef worked pretty well, but the dwarves don't need the rerolls. They've got block. They're not making dodges. Like, there's no real need to use those rerolls, to be honest. So it wasn't that helpful.
Yeah. We're going to jump straight into the SPP. We can see Glart Smasher Jr. hold the SPP for Dundee. For being honest, he was the star player for them.
He was.
He was the one doing the work.
He also got the MVP, which is a bit of a sad thing to see. But
so yeah, only 2 SPP for them, and they of course lost their blitzer due to negligent apothecaries. Okay, jumping into IDF, we can see that they have no noble ups either, and we can see just a good spread of SPP. We've got
very decent.
Yeah, the Hobgoblin got the MVP, so that's good. We're probably going to see the end of Doc's Greenfoot or Greatfoot. Sorry, I don't see him staying. SPP Libni is an SPP away from a level up. Obviously, you got to do for that classic Chorf passing play to get the extra SPP.
Oh, of course.
Or at least give it to him so he can run it, make an attempt. But yeah, good team. Again, sack Benjamin Netanyahu. He's just all bloat.
He's just bloat. And the Minotaur. The Minotaur is quite bloaty. You don't need a.
That Minotaur did nothing
like
that game.
That.
What are you talking about? The Minotaur did bugger all. Don't need it.
Completely useless. The Minotaur is what gave the Halfling Master Chef. So you know you.
But yeah,
get rid of it.
Let's look at his team. Now we can see that he's got himself a new. Mick makes his return back from the dead. I mean, name your players, but please name them something different. Actually, no,
I mean, you could call him Mick Jr., but you've already got that on the team, so that's not exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, no, mix fine. Mix fine. Then we got the IDF. And we can see no level ups for them. They've got rid of that.
I think there has been a level up.
There hasn't been a level up.
Edge up Bull Centaur.
That's Edge down Bull Centaur.
Oh, that's Edge down. Okay.
There is a new Hobgoblin. There is a new Hobgoblin, Zigum Bone Catcher.
Yay.
Yay. More Hobgoblins to waste. Right then. Back to the main menu. We got ourselves another game.
Yes.
We have the 1%ers versus the Undercity Vermin. Now, I apologise, Adam, for not giving you enough credit. Yeah. We're going to jump into VLC Media Player and have a look at that one. But, yeah. Clearly my expectations were far too low for
yes. Yeah, not... Sorry about the recaps on this one, but there wasn't a lot that really happened early on, because it was basically just Cage.
Hey, your job is to curate the highlights. It's fine.
Rats try and hit Cage. Cage stays Cage.
Yeah, it was.
I do feel that Adam, like, obviously I'm in no place to commentate. He got 2-0 against the reigning champion, but I do feel that Cage is unnecessary sometimes. Like,
the Cage was completely necessary here.
It was necessary in some places, but there were other places where there was already a player doing the job of one of the corners on the Cage, like, loosely, and then just a random surplus player who could have been marking someone else just moved to the Cage without really needing to. So I feel like sometimes the need to get the 4x4, not 4x4, the 3x3 Cage was just a little bit too needy sometimes. I don't know.
Well, I agree with you on that. Sometimes it's not needed, but it did work out very well for him.
No, yeah, I'm sure it did.
Bear in mind he gets KO'd, and I don't think he comes. I think he doesn't even come back. He might come back in the second half.
Yeah.
He getting rid of.
There's a couple of key players that got hit. Unlucky double skulls here, but there's a couple of rat players that just went out that sort of sealed the deal, I think.
Yeah, there was 4 rats off at half time. 2 of them were gutter runners, and Screw was the third one.
And also there was a one-turner that the one-turner. Actually, no, because there's 2 now. A natural one-turner got hit in the next event, which I usually don't do. Well, I don't like doing the things, but yes, there was a blitz.
I mean, you should do events if they're significant. Like, this blitz was ridiculously convenient.
Just completely removed any idea of a one-turn.
I mean, it's fine. Alistair finally getting his comeuppance for constantly relying on his one-turners.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be salty about that. He beat me in a final because of a one-turn touchdown.
Next up, he set up another one-turn, only to have that pushed away.
Yeah.
So Brett's just using quite good positioning, like making sure that they're staying back and not over-committing.
So it's like Squarick is the only one that comes back. But here we go, a second blitz. You're not seeing the same clip. Second blitz.
It is a second blitz from that position.
But yeah, look how many plays he's down. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
7 rats against 11 Bretts. No wonder the Bretts did well. Yeah. His armors held up better than my Bretts did.
So there's an interesting blitz here. I don't really... I mean, I can kind of see what it was trying to achieve, but maybe unnecessary. Fireball comes in, hits the person that it needs to hit, which, to be honest, I would consider that a successful fireball.
Yeah, that's successful. It got rid of the ball. It's not the best fireball. It's a below average fireball, but there was at least 1 success, so it counts as a success.
Yeah.
Getting straight down.
But it's not like one of the corners got hit, like, which wouldn't matter. It's the play you wanted to get hit gets hit. Failed dodge from a rat, which is unlikely.
It's nice when it happens, though.
Nice when it happens, yeah. Fails to pick up the ball, though, so fails to capitalize. However, there are more Bretts there than there are rats, so kind of have the advantage.
Moves the player up.
Alistair starts moving down to score with a line rat.
Not
I
to
guess.
throw more tea, but he was a bit. He was saying, of course, that he fails the last thing. Well, that's true. The last thing that always fails. The last thing is the thing that always fails.
Of course. So yes, so we set up for the pass here, and the pass fails.
I say that.
I mean, it was a pretty hard pass anyway.
Sorry, yeah. I say that, Alistair, because you were commentating in the game. You say, of course, it's the last thing that fails.
Of course, that's how that works. I have been victim to that today. I think, yeah.
Spoilers for a league that no one cares about. Just
yeah.
It's the neophyte. But yeah, Claw doing a thing. Claw persuade load is good, but the ball is not being taken. It allows.
It's just
Beautiful.
nothing. Yeah. Just cage up, sit there, not do much, run it in.
Nice.
I feel like you probably could have kept it for one more turn.
I mean, you could have. But the idea is, if you're not confident on being able to do it, then don't do it.
And then basically nothing much happened after that. So,
looking at the stats, we can see possession is everything, and 56% possession. Of course, rats don't necessarily need possession.
No, but you need possession in opponent's half if you've got any.
No, you don't. No, you don't, remember.
Ah, no. You don't, but kind of.
Rats don't need the ball to score, according to statistics, but...
Could you technically have 0% possession and still have a touchdown?
Yes.
But
yeah, it was one of those games, but the kickoff events were favourable for Adam. Those 2 blitzes.
Oh yeah, two blitzes are always good.
Stopping 1-turn touchdown attempts is good. Obviously, if you have sympathy, the only person that should have sympathy for Alistair is Alistair, because of course he's the champion. Don't support the champion. Always support the underdog.
Unless you are the champion, in which case support the champion.
Yeah, I mean, we let you off on that one. But yeah, running yards are about the same, which is of course quite a little bit of a surprise considering Brett's. But the ball was never really in their half. The only time it was in their half is when they had the ball.
Exactly.
Look, I would be I would try, if I was the Bretts, I would switch their SPP around. I wouldn't want to do it all on Mark Zuckerberg. He's.
Yeah, no, I felt like with a lot of that, because a lot of the time you'll have someone who scores all the touchdowns because the skills are there, like they're the one that you've given the skills. I don't really feel like that's the case here.
There was.
I feel like it was just unnecessary.
There were some opportunities. There definitely were. Yeah, everything else was fine. Obviously, he's got a couple of... He took advice to take a blocker with a tackle, but he never really got a chance to use it properly because he was always the wrong side of the ball. The idea is, with the wrestle tackle blocker, is you can knock down a gutter runner and then go, nice, let's go and put some feet in its face. But yeah, well played by the one presenters. Undercity Vermin...
Very.
Only 6 SPP, no level ups. Oh no!
I'm sad there were I'm sad there were no permanent injuries, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry, level up. I feel like. Vinny, but yeah.
Hey, Violet Vinny.
I would be sad too, but oh well. Looking at the Undercity Vermin's team, we can have a look. Violent Vinny went and got a tackle, reasonable choice.
Yep.
All good. Miss it next game. Niggle kicker. Again. He's only there to do a job. He's there to do a job. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would wait until you can level up another rat, give that rat kick, and sack the.
Now we go to the next game, which is Not Big, Not Clever versus the Poet Fun Boys. Now let's have a look at that. There we are. Of course. There we are, we've got Troll Slayer doing things, Pro does a thing, good.
Pro does a thing. Yeah, I was watching this stream for this one. It was, to be honest... Okay, here's the thing. When I'm playing Dwarfs, and I see someone else post a Dwarves aren't fun meme, no one likes a Dwarf player, whatever, I'm like, oh no, that's not fair, Dwarves are, interesting, and you can play... And then I see someone else play Dwarves, like Andy or whatever, and I'm like, no, Dwarfs suck. Dwarves are boring.
Dwarves are very boring to watch, but I've still managed to squeeze this out into a 7-minute highlight reel. So, screw you guys. Screw you. Anyway,
Probably because there was a lot of injuries.
Matt's screening game is on point, and I think I eventually cut out the screening because it's very good screening. But again, it's like dwarf play. It's not exciting. And you see the line's just gone back one.
Because the thing about Dark Elves is Dark Elves can do exciting things. Yeah, Frenzy Trap, because I feel like there were a couple of moments during this game that Matt definitely fell into Frenzy Traps that really shouldn't have. But that's not what you want to see.
Yeah, block dodge, and it was a stat down as well, so he just chose the death, which is reasonable. I mean, what's the career path for a injured player? There's something in the law about it. Their career paths are like journalists or pundits, and those are not good career paths. Some play refs. God, poor them.
Well, yeah, because what you need is more injuries. Smack. More people getting smacked. Yeah, I think, to be honest, taking the death just saves the trouble of having to fire them. Runs it in.
I'd take the death if it's death strength down, but if it's death edge down or death movement down, I might keep him. High kick, I don't know why.
You've got enough TV and players that it's not necessary. Like it's a high TV team. If anything, that player was probably low. Goes in for the attempt at a smack.
Sophia Marble's doing some stuff. Finally, considering her appalling performance last time, she spent more time in the treatment room than she did on the pitch. But yeah.
See the assassin.
Good first turn, getting 2 removals, so the dwarves are down to 9, which is always nice. What was it? A miss next game into death, so he chooses the miss next game. Wouldn't have rerolled it personally, but
yeah, fair. I mean, the thing is, you say the Dark Elves are now 2 players up, or at least 1 player.
I didn't. I said the dwarves had lost 2 players in 1 turn.
So the dwarves have lost 2 players, but they've got so much guard it doesn't matter. Like it's really just a minor thing at that point. I think Matt forgot the fend there.
Yeah, missed out on the fend.
I think it was just a complete not seeing.
Oh, rolls a 1 to go for it.
Wasn't 1 to go for it, which is a bit unlucky.
Matt's not listening.
No.
Matt didn't really listen to the advice that I was giving last week, which was don't base bash teams.
Stab. Assassin. Sorry, I get excited whenever I see an assassin.
2 dice.
Ball transfers hands. Gets it though. Why did you push him that way?
I don't know why he went that way, but it gets good anyway. It goes good anyway. Matter. It worked out in the end.
It worked out until it didn't. But
dangerous bouncing the ball because clearly that's the right thing to do. It got where.
And then it stopped working out. It worked out and then it stopped. And at this point, it's kind of damage control for the elves, just trying to stop them. Maybe see if they can get a hit on the ball carrier, but
the dwarves
again with all the guard, it's basically impossible.
The dwarves are trying to get into a cage and they're just failing, and the Dark Elves are just trying to stop them from doing that. And this was a blitz, trying to blitz stab on the wall, and he just fails.
Ugh.
And then we got more. The ball moves.
Cage rotates.
Not a proper cage, so obviously there's always a chance. Getting a bit of pressure applied, and where are we going here? Doesn't matter as it turns out.
Tries to make the blitz, fails the blitz.
Frenzy traps themselves. Oh dear. Get lucky.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Disgusting.
Anyway.
But now this looks bad for the dwarves. There's surely something. That's a good start.
It'll be a 1 dice, but it'll be a painful 1 dice. Oh no, could be a 2 dice.
Here we are. Look at it. Here's the something. Witchcraft does a thing. Rolls a push.
Interesting thing, but okay.
No, I mean, I'll take the push. And then Frenzy Pow.
No, I would have gone for a different blitz, but that works.
That does work.
Not where you want the ball to go though.
Yeah, no. But luckily he had edge 5, so...
But he rolled a 1, so doesn't matter anyway. Blood Bowl does that weird thing where the bars go everywhere. Doesn't smack it onto the ball, which I don't understand, but...
Yeah, that would have made sense in this time, because, of course, you want to get away from tackle zones.
There's too many people near the ball at the moment. But
he does
dwarves, you can smack him.
He gets rid of the tackle zones, but he then fails to pick up.
Fails to pick up, even with sure hands.
And then we see the most elfy turn possible. Do you know what's hilarious? An accidental pass. That was supposed to be a handoff. And of course, if it was a pass, this player, he's on 5 SPP, he would be on 6 SPP if he was able to make the pass. Ah,
damn.
So, accidental pass.
And then we run it in. You know, that's fine, but I would have preferred just a big pass, over everything. But
I mean, I wouldn't risk it.
No, that's just because I'm a high elf player who likes massive big passes. But
yeah, I wouldn't risk it when you have no rerolls and low pass skill.
Oh, of course, no. But if you're gonna elf, at least elf properly.
Dwarves try for a 2-turn, but then they go for it. Good job.
That's gonna screw you over.
And then we have in quick succession a stab, an end of turn, and then a fireball. You can realise I had to record this twice, as you may have noticed.
All right.
So, yeah.
That was an interesting game, to be honest. I mean, it was a bit boring to watch in the first half, at least. But
the first half was very dull. It was dwarves doing an exact dwarf game, and we got dark elves doing the right thing. And it's like
you know the thing that I'm going to be scared about.
What?
At some point, we're going to have to recap dwarves versus chaos dwarves. And it is going to be the most boring match that we are ever going to have to recap.
I think we're going to have to rock, paper, scissors for us to do that one.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
so, now we're going to look at this. We can see dwarves doing dwarf thing, 75% possession.
Very nice.
Matt getting away with a bit of murder there, to be honest.
Own half 12%, still a draw.
Still a draw. Dark Elves shouldn't be doing that, getting away with it. But
that's Wood Elf and High Elf territory, and maybe Pro Elves.
Yeah, Dark Elves are
certainly not Dark Elves.
Thing, but, got away with it. Got away with it. Wouldn't be too disappointed with the result, I suspect. Because Matt had the highest TV at the start of the season, so obviously he's got a big fat target on his back.
Obviously.
Not big, not clever. A lot of SPP distributed very well, and then Zarkim, name your players, gets 9 SPP, and he's now got something. What do you reckon he's going to get?
To be honest, he could have named his players. He could have just named them after dwarves.
Dal Rectroll. No, he didn't.
Yeah, true. No, that's standard.
They're standard crosshair names. I really want to know what Zarkin got, but we'll see in a bit. Then we'll look at the Poet Fun Boys. We can see a level out for Lilani Dappleshaft. There is I'm sorry. That sounds kinky. It just does. It just
anything
does.
with the word shaft.
Dappleshaft. Plug. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so we're going to look at Not Big, Not Clever's level ups first. We can see that Zarkim got Stand Firm, which is the obvious choice. However, I wouldn't have got Here's the thing. I wouldn't have got Mighty Guard on Mighty Blow, please. I would have got...
No.
I would have gone... Grab. Or Piling On.
Grab Strip Ball. Oh, no, you're not too slow for Strip Ball. Yeah.
Grab or Piling On.
Makes sense.
I wouldn't have gone with... Stand Firm.
Actually, the more you say it, grab is definitely a skill there, yeah.
Because if it's like, you've left me in base contact with your piece. Grab. Or Frenzy.
Yeah, I mean,
Frenzy
I get that the meta is to give everyone Mighty Blow because then they level up faster, but it's just, don't.
Frenzy
you don't need to.
Frenzy might have worked as well.
Yeah, could have.
And Balloon's only got a miss next game, so boys.
Yes.
We've got level up was for Lilani Dappleshaft, who's got block, which is a completely reasonable choice. I mean, catch obviously is better.
Instead of wrestle, because wrestle sucks. But yeah.
Yeah, catch would have been better, but each their own.
Yeah, true. Nah, diving catch. Even better.
Reasonable choices.
Yeah, it's an interesting team. Kind of feels like it's weirdly high in like not cost TV. But
Dark Elves, elf
welcome
teams
to
tend to
Dark
do
Elves.
that.
Yeah, welcome to Dark Elves.
Anyway,
Dark Elves specifically as well, I found.
Now we're going to go to the next game, which was your game, Willem. A draw.
Yay!
I mean, a draw is good.
Yeah.
A kick, yeah.
Yeah. Puts it under the ball. Right, so at this point, I wanted to just... I needed to send a message.
Yes.
So,
and the message you sent
blitz.
was... Oh, that's stupid.
The loner worked. The loner worked and I got the reroll, but it also went into another one for the stupid, which was really unfortunate. Stabbed. Stab.
Hemlock does a good thing.
Stab.
Theresa May's injured. And then you get the ball nice and safe, and then instead of caging up nice and proper, you do that. Like, where's the corner? You just remember what you said about cage corners earlier, yeah? At least he caged, and didn't get this happen to them. 6 dice actually gets smacked onto you, gets the knockdown, and you're looking a little bit like an idiot now.
I mean, you know, what's different?
Desperation 1 die, skull, both down. Good job. KO at least.
Yeah, it's good enough.
But Hemlock gets removed. But I think you would trade Theresa May for Hemlock, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. It's sad because I love Hemlock, but you know. And this is where sidestep comes into play, which is the best skill to get on a skink ever.
Has to use both down. Does secure the ball.
Yep.
Gets it okay.
And this is the point where not having that corner on the cage is completely my fault. Yeah.
You got that cage corner, you won this game, so.
Basically. I reckon I could have.
Just move the ball
this bit was quite annoying, to be honest. I didn't like. There were a couple of points where I was like, I should have been able to get the thing, but whatever.
Here comes Saurus just applying a bit of pressure, so forcing pressure, and then you come with a Crocs Blitz, and oh well.
Bloody sidestep.
Good diligence not using the reroll there.
No.
Good diligence. Because obviously you go for a 1-turn touchdown attempt, and I think I keep most of the most important stuff, the 1-turn touchdown attempt in, because it was a good one. It was a good attempt. It was a very good attempt.
It was so close. I just failed the one roll that needed to not fail.
Yeah.
Well, I failed another roll before as well, but I had to use the re-roll.
The idea would be is wait until you've got him into 1 tackle zone.
Yeah.
Because he's in 2 tackle zones at the moment and he's fumbling, and then you then make a
pass. That's the bit I was. The pass worked, it's just the catch didn't, and then it went on to a Saurus. And then at this point, it was just me trying to see if I could make it work. It wouldn't have worked anyway because I didn't get the right roll.
He was he's 1 tackle zone away though. You're one push away.
Yep.
But then
I would have got the push. But
Liam gives you does you a solid by playing poorly. The ball wasn't safe, so you shouldn't have done that. And Willem comes and punishes you for that. Applies some copious amount of pressure, and it is very unnerving for the best of coach to see a Saurus that close to your ball. Sorry, Coxigor. And then I think
people always reprimand me for blitzing with the Croxigor, but it is too fun. It is much too fun.
So you
forget about the diving tackle
plus dodge because diving tackles is a thing.
So I checked with Liam. Liam was basically like, he was paying too much attention to the fact that it was prehensile tail, and he was taking that into consideration, but not the diving tackle.
Hmm.
Um,
But yeah, getting that the ball.
yeah, diving tackle on a skink team is very hard to deal with.
Oh, you get the ball safe. I probably would have put a second guy just to screen off the werewolf, and obviously the werewolf does come next turn.
But I wanted the foul,
Yeah,
which failed, by the way. It was like a 1 and a 2. Werewolf comes next turn, but I got sidestep, so it doesn't matter.
There was a skull. There was a
Skull,
pow.
rerolls it into a pow, which is pretty good for him. But
that's a nice.
I choose to back it off because I didn't want to risk it going off the edge of the pitch.
Yeah, correct call there. If Boris Johnson got the ball, it would have been as big a deal as the ball going.
Picks it up, run it in.
Much further down. Good job.
Yeah. With the misspelt player, but yeah.
Lots of pals on the line. Flesh golems do very well in the next few turns, don't they?
Yeah, those flesh golems.
Throughout
the entire game, they were so annoying.
Stand firm is a very good skill.
Oh yes, right. Speaking of stand firm, you see that little blob over to the right that doesn't move because I kept rolling pushes or both downs or whatever, and like every single turn I was trying to smack that flesh golem and it just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't move for 4 turns. It was quite funny.
Double skulls. It wasn't just that it didn't move; it didn't go down most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, when did it go down? It went down on the last ball.
Yeah, it always went down on the last hit. Yeah, as you can see, those 3 players have just been tied up there.
Yeah, but you did get 2 turns of it.
Lots of skulls, lots of double skulls, which was. And now we are seeing that with this.
I pulled it in, I think, because it was constantly happening. And he's like, fuck it.
There was that again and again and again, and it was always on the final one. But I decided to blitz that turn just to see if I could get him over. Smacks happened. Fun times had by all.
And the flesh golem runs away. But yeah, he does that. Good sidestep, making it slightly harder for him. That is what we call in the business a potato. And you come down for the 2 dice. Don't get the knockdown, which is a shame, but you push him the right way, obviously. This is a poor sidestep. You should have sidestepped to the bottom left on the 20 because that's only a 4+, while the other one would have been a 5+.
True. Ball bounces there, and I'm like, do I have the... No, I don't have the shot. I don't have enough time.
You do have a shot. You do a player in position. However... bad dice.
Yes, I did. I actually attempted to pass, I believe.
Yeah, bad
dice. No, I failed. I think that game was a little bit unlucky on both sides in certain moments, but I think overall it was a fun game.
Lizards getting 25% possession, which is numbers that are acceptable for them to score.
Lizards do lizard things.
Lizards doing lizard things with 26. Blocks are about even, which is good for the lizards. More KOs inflicted, or is that KOs taken? I don't know. No, that's KOs taken.
That's KOs inflicted.
No, it's KOs taken because you've not taken any casualties.
That is a good point.
Yeah, so it's good job there. Casualties, bye-bye, Theresa May. 50% possession, but not being able to do enough to get the win with it. That's unfortunate for Liam. But he did get caught out. He needs to look at all the skills. Thank God there's
also tighten it up slightly as well.
Yeah, you both need to tighten it up. If there was a Kislev team in this league, oh boy. Frog Stomp. Let's look at the level players. Fault Line gets 5 SPP, and he gets a level up. And then we're also going to look at Grabbing by the Ghoulies. Not much SPP either, but Strong gets a level up. He truly was the MVP. He held held 3 lizards for 4 turns. It was truly a great performance by him. Frog Stomp first because they're the home team. Looking at them first. Fault Line gets SPP. Finally.
I mean,
We can relax.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, yeah.
So why not stand firm or grab? Why block?
Sorry.
Why did you choose block over stand firm or grab or guard or mighty blow
Or shadowing.
or shadowing?
Probably should have taken shadowing and then guard. No. I had 2 players with guard. I had another player without block. I kind of needed it at that point. I got bored. I got bored of hiring recruits with block.
Are you going to get a new Saurus?
Yes.
Not
at the moment. I don't have the money, but after the next game, I will.
Regardless of assuming you don't
I am
lose 2 skins.
literally 10k off getting a new Saurus. It was so irritating.
It's like Willem's finally returning to meta. Ghoulies.
Like I was ever there in the first place.
Strong gets Mighty Blow. I mean, that's an okay choice. Again, I would have gone with Grab, but Mighty Blow means you level up faster, so not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you're level 4. Like, leveling up faster is not the concern. But, yeah, I can see it.
I think you might want to try and get strong another level up before the end of the season. Stable is a touchdown away from a level up, so he hopefully keeps an eye on that and tries to, if he's in a domineering position, do the handoff play. Teresa's fine, so that's great for any of you Remainers over there, I guess.
No, it's fine.
Oh dear. Right then. Back to the main post. We can see the next game. Leon,
who versus Brown hides the steams.
Leon, who has assured me he will be joining us next week, which is very exciting.
Very exciting. We have someone other than me.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see how this game went. We've got a high kick and the ball in the back corner, which is always funny. So obviously he has to bring a player down there, but it's like obviously you kind of want the ball to fail and go off. But no.
Succeeds it.
Yeah, gets the ball safe, gets the ball touchdown line.
Also, you have all skills on, so it is impossible to see.
Don't worry, I'll change it in a second.
Fouling quite early on, which is fair enough. In fact, fouling turn 1.
I mean, I don't dislike it. It makes sense. I dislike it in the fact that he's playing me, but I don't dislike it. I
mean, to be honest, I actually prefer fouling turn 1 and over fouling turn 12. Like it actually means something. You're fouling not just to try and kill something, you're actually fouling to try and get a difference in the match, which is better.
On the subject of fouling, this turned out to be
you see, I automatically disprove this because it's an elf. The elves don't foul.
But it's a loner, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's still.
But yeah, it worked out to be very good because pride.
It hurts pride.
Pride and prejudice didn't come back for the rest of the game, so I think it was a good trade.
That is fair.
And he gets the ball.
Yeah, no, just any elves fouling is just.
Look, it's turn 4 and he's already down the end. It's like that's.
Yeah. Welcome to like you've just gone from one end to the other in 4 turns. Welcome to Nurgle. Wait, no, that's not how that works.
But yeah, it's like good on you, gone down there, and now we're gonna start trying to force you to score.
Leap.
I don't even need to leap.
I mean, fair, but like leap.
But leap, yeah. That's me.
But leap. Double skulls rerolls it into the
dodge tackle.
The big smack.
But then bear in mind, 1 double skulls, 2 double skulls in 1 turn.
2, yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Both down. Nah. I'll come in with a throw then instead.
Yeah.
Pow. Thank you very much.
Yep. Moves it back where you thought.
Yeah. Not quite where I want it. I'm not picking it up, but I get the ball safe. Look where the ball is. So right on the end zone. Super dangerous.
Very. Although, to be honest, that is better than it being 1 square away from the end zone because there's less chance of it if he hits the ball carrier, there's more chance of the ball scattering really far away. So I would actually say that's safer than it being
It was
one
the only.
away from
It was funny enough the only safe place I could get to, and I burnt a reroll for no reason because I thought the player had blocked but didn't. Yeah,
Unfortunate.
comes over here, takes down David, who is the only scoring threat at this point, and then comes in for a good old foul.
Good old-fashioned foul.
And that's a rookie catcher that he's fouled there. Get the ball safe. Damn it. Inside the pitch. I say safe. You'll see what happens in a second. Then move my scoring threats back up.
Oh, very quickly, do we know what inducements we're taking?
I don't know. I can't remember. Oh yeah, another skull. One dice, of course, so it happens. Bear in mind, it was only.
That wasn't a 1 dice. That was a 2 dice.
It
was a double skull.
but the 3 double skulls
Makes it through the disturbing presence because you got 5 agility because
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Thank you. Pitch invasion at the start of the second half, so game over really.
Basically. Oh, that's a.
I had a bait. I had a bait by the looks of things. That turned out to be my inducements. Then we move push to push, base it up. This pass is for this pass I make is for the level up because he was on 30 SPP and now he's on 31.
Nice.
So yeah, I've got my 1 turn available, which will be very exciting.
Yeah.
And then he tackles down Hugh, poor Hugh, but luckily Hugh survives. And one. 2 1s.
2 1s. 1. 2.
So I was originally considering caging up by the end, but then I realised actually I remember what happened to him, so I thought I'd just score.
Yeah, fair enough.
The rest of the game is interesting. Leon's flexing on me and choosing not to score by rolling bad dice, so I feel very lucky here. But he does get starts getting removals. It's a shame it's a bit too late to make much of a difference on the game. But yeah, I get a KO of my own, which is good. It's just moves his cage from the centre to the right to the centre again. It's super dull Nurgle stuff. Injures the Donald, but nothing much.
Badly hurt. Oh well.
Yeah, I just go blood pressure to the ball. He moves back to the centre. Tries a handoff. He's trying for a touchdown here, but he then rolls a 1 into a 2 into extra arms. Clearly, he's not allowed to score. Then I roll double skulls into double skulls. So yeah, the dice basically flake. My dice were good in the first half. Were good enough for the win, but only just. Tackle. Another injury. Bye bye, Robert. What you got?
Bye bye, Robert. Well, at least you got your you got your SPP, so
but yeah,
you really care
he
about
moves. He only moves 1 space, but he could have tried to move up for a touchdown. Try and get a touchdown next time. I don't know why he didn't. But oh well.
Maybe miscounted. I don't know.
My dice were garbage again. I mean, I burnt 2 rerolls to still get turnovers. What a shame. So yeah, Leon didn't play bad. I just played better, it seems. Looking at the, and I just elfed and got lucky as well. 31% possession is what the elves need. That they don't need much more than that to score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, especially when like opponents own half. Yeah, like elves score quick.
Notably, I only made 1 pass this game, which means I got outpassed by Nurgle, which is some food for thought. I have promised some people that I would make a long bomb this season, and score straight off the long bomb. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do that at some point. But I didn't do that this game because I was focusing on getting the right pieces leveled up.
Yep, that's fair enough. We'll have to get the long bomb, you realise.
I do have to get the long bomb, I do. It's like I promised a tree man, I've promised a long bomb, so I've got a busy schedule, haven't I?
I promised to actually win a game this season, so I've also got a quite busy schedule.
Yeah. I've also got to buy a new war dancer as well, but we'll get to that. We can see that, of course, now we've got more possession. We can look at the SPP now. We've got the importance of being earnest, getting a second level, because good job. Apparently, he was the MVP. I couldn't tell. I think he might have got knocked out on the first turn.
It's Nurgle. They all sort of blend together.
It's just a meat blob. Brown hides the
big blob.
Brown hides the stains. Has got 2 level ups. We've got 1 Turner Robert getting his level up, so I think he gets Shorefy, but we'll see in a second. And we've got Reese also getting a level up. So good for both of them. Let's go look at the teams now. Nurgle wrote first, importance of being earnest. Tackle. Mighty blow.
Guard.
Mighty blow.
I
was just criticising Mighty Blow earlier, but Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
You have 2 little Mighty Blow. But yeah, a reasonable choice, I guess. Depends who's playing next. He might be playing a lot of dodge teams.
True.
Brown hides the stains. We've got Sure Feet on Robert because of course we do, and we've got Block on the catcher on Reese because of course we do.
Keep them alive.
And of course David is got a touchdown that game, so he's keeping closer to being an area in the second.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I mean, not really, because he's not a blitzer, so he doesn't have block. But
his block's his next skill, I suspect. Funnily enough. Back to season.
Still won't be as good as an area. Doesn't have the movement. Anyway.
Final game of the season. Well, the week. We got the Bellbusters versus the Claws. Perfect defense.
Very nice.
But yeah, didn't do much.
This is not so great for the Amazons here.
No, there is a bit of
not
tackle.
Not the matchup you want at the moment, especially like early.
Notably, Diving Tackle does quite a bit this game as well. Bye, Toxis, Eye Gouger. We found out these players are named. And it's like they're on the area. It's like they could be Amazon names, but it's like they could be intentional names. So we're just putting a catcher in a threatening position, which is a reasonable choice because there's no frenzy on the opposing team. And
I mean, it is still just a target, but both tackle and diving tackle makes that awkward.
More pals. There was quite a few pals in the first half for Chaos, and which of course that's the only way they're not most of the time. That's the only way they're knocking down Amazons. So
basically,
did good, and
also both downs because they have quite a bit of block.
True, more block than my Chaos team did when I played against this Amazon team. Handoff goes for the pass attempt. Are you ready for it? Yay! And then desperation, like, come back! I need that ball. But he has to burn his reroll there, and then I guess he knocked down. I don't know why. I must reroll evil because he has to reroll. My tongue got tied there. Again, I think it was a bit brave blocking pushing onto the ball. I don't know why he did that, but each their own. And then he pushes him back closer towards the ball. I'm not sure what his idea is here.
I mean, maybe he's just trying to get the ball free so that he can get the score. I think. More armor breaks.
Bye bye, Skylar.
Oh man, so many like injuries. Hmm.
And then he
Although
gets
maybe that's not the whole story. We don't know. But
well, of course, I'm showing the good bits. Gets the ball, and he just squeezes it as close to the end zone as he can, and then hits a tripwire by those things. Yeah, that's happened a lot. And then where does the ball go? Not terrible. Not terrible for Chaos.
Yeah, not terrible.
Considering all the players are so far away. But
Gonna try with the pass again.
but unfortunately he rolls
And
once.
Snake Eyes the pass.
Ah, dear. Seems no one can pick this
Although,
ball up. Then he does. Back over there. Delay for a turn. Desperation play. Works.
it works. Oh, beautiful.
Just score. Just score, Rob. It's not that hard. Just don't roll ones. Getting more hurt. Another injury. Gets the ball. Gets tackle zones off the ball. And then good choice of scoring piece, to be honest. Mighty blow.
Yeah.
Get that thing another level.
Yeah.
That'll be good. And then next half. As you can see, it's not pretty, this game. It's chaos, being very chaosy, and doing the hurts, as it were.
Doing the hurtings, yes. Well, I mean, yeah, we kind of knew it was going to happen eventually. It was just a shame that it happened so intensely.
I mean, I suspect Ben's a good sport about the whole thing. It's a tough game, and when the dice are against you, they can be against you. But to say the dice are against us was a bit unfair. Rob's a very good coach, and he played like he knew what he was doing. And
yeah.
And when you play good, you get good dice. It is just a fact. Yeah. Again, I don't. Though I do think Ben was following the rule of not basing bash teams, or was trying to at least.
A foul coming out turn 11. What is it with fireballs this week? They're not doing a lot.
Yeah.
We've had 3 disappointing fireballs this week. It's almost as if the wizard isn't the automatic choice that everyone thinks it is. Runs it in. Touchdown.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna hold it there. Yeah. Wizard is sometimes useful. You've got to consider when it's the right time for it. Just insult to injury. Let's get a blitz. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Count it.
Smack
6
more.
zones. 6 zones on the pitch, but let's just have a blitz as well. And then just run everyone down. Desperation. And then no, you just don't. The ball goes gets the ball far away as possible, which I think is okay. Very pessimistic, and if I was going to do that, I would have tried to get one of your pieces away first. And leaves a goat in the end zone. He's going for a. These goats think they're elves. Makes the handoff play. Teasing us.
I don't know. You don't make the block at that point. You need to just commit. Okay, no fair because you get the injury. Ignore everything I just said.
I mean, it was for 3 dice. Has to burn his reroll on the 3 dice.
Oh. Yeah, no, you don't take that. You had the chance at scoring. Why did you take that?
Well, yeah, you're bitching about it, and of course, look at that injury box and fumbles it.
Rolls the 1. You could have had the reroll. You could have had the reroll, but no, you wanted the injury, which you didn't even get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, okay, that was a. I mean,
Rob's a better coach.
God, look at those stats. Look at those stats.
So bad dice makes for part of it, but excellent play makes it for the majority of this.
Yeah. No, Rob is a good player. Rob is a very good player.
And he is one of the people tipped to be in the top 4, so I suspect we will be seeing it. This isn't surprising. Sir, 5 casualties, 4 KOs. I mean, that's unfortunate. It should be more like it should be the way around.
Yeah, especially with those armor breaks as well. Like only 13 armor breaks, and yet, 9 out of 13 were not stuns, which is incredibly unlikely. But yeah,
so only 4 stuns. I mean, I don't think every punch was with Mighty Blow, but it might have been.
Yeah, it could have been.
110 running yards. Yeah, standard bashed game. Done a good job. Well done, Rob. SPP Bellbusters have got their MVP on a player who's probably getting a sack for the armor down.
Yep.
A couple of missed next games. But no SPP, sadly. Assuming that Squeezer gets the sack.
Yeah.
Looking at the claws, Sagittarii gets a level up. So Sagittarii was the Mighty Blow Warrior that scored. So he's also got
interesting.
2 injuries as well. Good job.
Diving tackle gets the MVP and a score. That is very nice to see.
Yeah. Scoring on your warriors is always very significant, very important. So we've got 2 level ups, Sagittarii and Vega. But firstly, we're going to look at the Bellbusters. Because of course they're first alphabetically. Nut Squeezer has not been sacked yet and has got block.
That is called Le Bloat.
Bloat, yes. I would get rid of that. I'd get rid of that. Get a new one. In fact, get a new catcher. Get a new catcher.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, get a new catcher. Or, sack the thrower and get a new thrower.
I mean,
Hail Mary is bloat.
Hail Mary is an idea. Commit to it. Commit to the Hail Mary. We know it's a bad choice, but commit to it.
If you're gonna do that, next level up you have on any catcher has got to be diving tackle. Oh, sorry, not diving tackle.
Diving catch. Yes. Claws. We're being teased here. He's not leveled up this warrior yet. But he has leveled up Vega.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier whilst I was looking through the teams.
Vega's got a level up, Mighty Blow Claw, so it's gonna using it while he can. Using that while he can. But yeah. I suspect he must have rolled a double.
He's either got a double or a
stat up. I mean, let's think. What would you take? Would you take the movement? Yes. No, you might not take the movement. Would you take the strength?
Yes. Because it's a Minotaur.
Yes.
You've made a Minotaur.
Yes. Would you take the edge? Yes, because you've made it.
Yes, because you want an edge 4 player on your team.
Would you take the double?
Yeah, I think so. There's a
jump up.
Jump up. Oh yeah.
Make your piling on killer.
Actually, outside of jump up, what do you really need?
Maybe dodge.
Yeah, maybe dodge. I don't know. I would actually, to be honest, I wouldn't take the double. Not really worth it. You could take leader. Oh yeah, you should take leader.
No. No. Leader's good, but no, not in that skill. Not in that one. Anyway, you can see there's a slight spoiler for this week. We're not going to talk about it. Just pretend that says 1, and that both say 2. So, considering that Matt's now at the moment tied on points with you, let's hope that he doesn't get a good result against the Undercity Vermin. I mean, they do need to bounce back as well from their bad performance against Adam. At the top, we've got IDF and the Claws. But yeah, we can't hide it forever. Let's go to match day 3. Games this week. We'll start at the bottom because it's there. Who would have thought? 1-0 to the Poets. Anyway, back to the top. Noguchi versus Dundee. My money's on Dundee. Not enough tackle.
True. But not after them down a blitzer. Oh no, they got the blitzer back, so that should be fine. I don't know. Could go either way. Does disturbing presence work with throw teammate?
No, but it works with the catch. So the handoff catch.
Yeah. So I think we might see a draw there. To be honest, I think Nurgle is slow enough that they won't win, but tanky enough that they won't lose.
Then we got Frogstomp versus the Bellbusters. So...
I have no tackle. I'm going to lose.
Okay, nice. Cowardly. But you got Percentile Tower, you're going to win. Not Big, Not Clever versus the Claws. Oof.
I hope the Claws win, but they're not gonna.
I think the Claws are going to punish Andy for
There's too much guard.
Dubious dice that he's had. That is definitely not salt from the final from Neophyte. It is clearly not salt from the final, Andy.
But there is too much guard. The strength won't matter unless the warrior we're being teased about is a strength up. In which case we might be able to see something.
I mean,
I hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
then we got the 1%ers versus Brown Hides and Stains. I think I would say I would say I had this, but I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, the 1%ers have gone on a bit of a streak, so we'll see.
Yeah, the 1%ers are they beat the champions, and I mean, if they get the dice, they get the dice. And then we've got the IDF versus Grand by the Ghoulies. On two occasions, Liam has knocked Dan out of playoff contention. So could he make it?
Yeah, but is anyone going to beat the IDF at this point? I don't think so.
I have high hopes for the Ghoulies this season. They're doing.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
But yeah, you can't look past. That's such a solid team in the IDF. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, with that spoiler, who would have thought? That's it from us.
Yep.
How do we normally end this? Oh, that's right. Nuffle bless, guys.
Nuffle bless. Ciao.
Ciao.
See everyone next week.